Welcome back to the channel. Another day, another roam, another pack. We've just started our walk. It's just after 9:30 in the morning. We'll be here all day till about 5-6 this afternoon. One of our usual days. But anyway, today I want to talk about me. I get asked all the time, who taught you about dogs, who did this, who did that. Well, dogs taught me about dogs, and I've never been to a school to learn about dogs. I didn't even know you could go to a school to learn about how to train a dog. I was brought up in the old school ways with dogs, and you know, my ancestors were the first people to walk this land with dogs. I still walk this land with dogs. My children still walk this land with dogs. So we come from a long line of dog handlers, and you know, dogs were prized to our ancestors. They used them for meat, they used them for hunting, and they were prized for their fur to make kahukuri, to make cloaks. And to this very day, dogs are still prized. And not so much for meat or anything like that anymore, but Rain, get out of there. And so, who teaches me about dogs? My father taught me a lot about dogs. Well, you know, I learnt a lot from him just watching him with dogs. I never seen dogs respond to anyone as well as they did with him. Even today, if I could get to that standard, I'll be really, really happy. And who teaches me about dogs today is dogs. I mean, there's no person that can teach me about a dog. If you want to learn about horses, you learn off a horse. You want to learn about elephants, you learn off an elephant. You want to learn about dogs, you learn off a dog. And so I'm with dogs 24/7. I learn from dogs every day, all types of dogs, all temperaments of dogs. So they're my teachers, and I'm with them every day, all night, and so I learn so much from dogs. So who teaches me about dogs? Dogs do. And what I do with dogs is exactly what dogs will do with dogs. So that's where I learn about dogs. I come from the old school ways with dogs, so I don't know about treats, I don't know about positive reinforcement, I don't know about all that stuff that they modern day dog trainers do. And you know, to be honest, I don't really care for it. If a dog behaves perfectly without all that stuff, then you're doing well as far as I'm concerned. So sweet, I'll get more into that, but we better carry on with our walk. So yeah, that's a little bit about me, and if you want to study our culture, you know I come from a line of warrior. My ancestors were warrior, and they practiced the art of war and hunting and fishing, and all my life I've practiced the art of war and hunting and fishing, and dogs have been along in their journey right from the very start. And what I mean about war, I practiced martial arts for over 40 years. I taught martial arts for over 40 years. And hunting and fishing, I still hunt and fish, and I use dogs. I use dogs in martial arts, I use dogs in hunting, I use dogs in fishing, and they're always by my side. So who teaches me about dogs. Well, I come from a warrior line of dog handlers. Dogs teach me about dogs. There's no person that teaches me about dogs. There's no school that teaches me about dogs. It's all old school. It's all whakapapa. It's all history that I work with dogs. And who actually qualifies me to work with a dog? Well, a dog does. If you can get a dog from out of control to perfectly behave, then I think that dog qualifies you as that you know what you're doing. So sweet. Stay tuned. Oh well, it's about that time. It's 5:30. It's going to be dark in half an hour. The dogs are just on their last run, and the rain's coming in, so they're going to have a quick little run because I don't want to get wet this late in the day. But anyway, the clips were a bit about me and the background I have with dogs, and the history I have with dogs, the history my ancestors have had with dogs, and so dogs are in my DNA, and so that's just a little bit about me. Next video we can get back to dogs. Sweet. Come on, Tom. Come on, Ray, get out of the rain. Come on. Ollie, move. And the rain's coming in quite heavy now. We're under this row of trees, so that's pretty cool. But anyway, that's us. Till tomorrow, we'll be out of it again. Sweet.